Hello, good afternoon, and welcome. On behalf of Dave Reed, VE Services and The Brick, I'm Jordan Greenlee alongside Dean Millard as we get set for semifinal A of the 2016 Brick Invitational Hockey Tournament. And Dean, we've got a matchup between the best team all week long, the BC Junior Canucks, and the comeback kids, the Boston Junior Bruins, who had an incredible performance this morning just to get into this game.
Yeah, they were down 3-0, and this is a team that came back to win 4-3 in overtime, showing that they can face adversity, and they're going to face it today against this BC team. 6-0 during the round robin, 6 games, 6 goals against. They don't give up a whole lot.
They also score a whole lot. 31 goals scored in those 6 games. Just an incredible offense and 3 lines that really can produce that's going to cause problems for Boston.
Yeah, and Boston, you know, let's watch for the fatigue factor. They played a lot of hockey in the last 24 hours, and you wonder how much longer they can hold up.
Absolutely. We'll have the call of this one right after the anthems here for semifinal A at the West Edmonton Mall Ice Palace. It'll also be interesting to see the 2 different stories these 2 teams are on. BC hasn't really been challenged at any point throughout this week. They were close with the Bulldogs within 2 goals in the third, but that's about it. Boston's had to scratch and claw for everything they've gotten, and as you mentioned, this is their 4th game in 26 hours.
Wow.
Does the battle-tested team give a run to the team that's kind of ran through the tournament to this point?
Rust versus Rust, we'll see. They say. And starting goaltenders today, Boston Junior Bruins, Keegan Wilson, and for the BC Junior Canucks, also wearing number 1, Jesse Sanche. So we should have a good goaltending battle in this one as they are just putting the final preparations on things, talking to the coaches, explaining everything else, and we are set for action.
All right, it will be the face-off at center ice. Mrsic will be taking it forward at BC and wins it back. It's Valiant, and they will begin with the puck. Mrsic chips it forward to Gavin. This is their top line. Gavin with Valiant in front of the net, but 3 lines that can produce for BC, as they have done it all tournament long, contributing to their 31 goals scored. Macklin Celebrini will chip it forward, but it is collected back there by Will Felicio. Felicio lost it. Gavin shot over top of the net. Michaud collects it at the point and will send it down to the corner where it's past Valiant and Gavin. Gavin goes back and is able to keep it in. This is one thing BC does a great job of, Dean, is smothering you in your zone and continuing to break things down. Time of possession is definitely one of their strengths.
Oh yeah, they have the puck so often. That's one of the reasons they don't give up any goals. Only 6 goals given up in 6 games in this tournament. And I really like the play of Tomas Mrsic on this BC Junior Canucks team, a real driver of this club.
Absolutely, as Mrsic will chip it into the zone and head off for a line change, and I believe it is an icing call as he was just behind the red line. So that will bring things back to the other way, but yeah, certainly containing the puck, a strength of the BC Junior Canucks, and defensively they've been pretty strong as well in front of Sanche. He's been relatively untested from the 3 games that I did of theirs in the tournament. Rose to the occasion quite a bit against Toronto, but hasn't had to face too much as he will freeze that one for a quick draw.
Yeah, Sanche coming in 3 games, a 3-0 record obviously, .133 goals against average, and a .918 save percentage.
How nice is that when you can play both goaltenders an equal amount in your first 6 games, 3 each between the 2 goalies.
Yeah, Massimo Urbani leading the tournament in goals against with a .67 average. That's their other goaltender not playing today.
Puck comes back to the point. Skahan will take a shot. That one is saved by Sanche. Nice job there. In the corner, they try and work it down low. Jack Sadowski is chasing after it, and it will come to the line where it is played there by Delio into the corner. Tied up by Cameron Cook. Cook has help from Sadowski, and Cook will push it forward into the corner. Aidan Malone chases after it, and it is stolen off of McIsaac's stick. A backhander towards the net is blocked, and McIsaac will try and clear it again, and he will get it far enough to get it up to Burgin, who gets it out the center. Back to collect there is Dixon, and pressure on his back. Burgin tries to force a turnover, very close there, and McIsaac will scoop it up and dump it in and head off for a change. Hiroki Gosjic putting pressure on the puck, and it comes back to Lahey. Stretches across ice for Lakovic. Lynden Lakovic had a 3-point game earlier this week, 2 goals and an assist in their game on Wednesday. Dryden Kuramoto ties up on the far side there, Teddy McCausland, and he'll get in over the line. McCausland gets it over now to Cohen Miller. Miller looking to work that down low, and it was stolen by Massimo. Over to the far side, Owen Keefe. Down low, looking to get it in front, and Lahey, a nice job using his big body to get in front of the puck and block it out. BC got it to the line and now out. Lakovic forward for Dryden Kuramoto. Kuramoto bangs it in and will head off for a change as BC's been unable to establish too much zone time, but there's a steal down low, and here's a chance. Valiant in behind the net to Celebrini at the line. Back low for Valiant, and it will go in behind the net to Gavin. Gavin to Valiant, looking for someone in the front. Michaud has it at the point. His shot tipped, and that goes into the corner. Macklin Celebrini now at the line. The shot from Valiant, that's blocked. Gavin is looking for someone in front, and that is stolen away and will be brought forward by Jack Galanick. Cohen Miller is tied up there, and Gavin will flip it back into the zone and have to head off for a change, but nice pressure by Mrsic, tying up the defender and stealing the puck. Valiant to the line. Celebrini lost it, but now will send it back low. Mrsic and Wetsch down low for BC, but it will come back and is stolen by Boston, and away they come. McCausland flips that forward for Cole Yzerman. His shot, and that is saved by Sanche. In the corner, Galanick comes up top to the line to Keefe and stolen away by BC. Mrsic works it free to Miles Burgin, who battles that bouncing puck, and nice job banking it off the boards to get around one player, and it is directly in front of us here now. Worked free, and Dresser will slide that in. Malone forward for Wetsch. Stolen right back by Jackson Delio. And Delio gets it again. Delio around one player, man in the slot, shot up and over top of the net, but a nice effort there by Delio to steal it and work around 2 players and get a good chance.
Yeah, Jackson Delio grabs the loose puck, does a nice little move around one man, another slips past another man, had the goaltender down and was looking top corner glove side, but he fired that over the net and into the crowd. But some really good pressure from the Boston Junior Bruins in this one, not letting the BC Junior Canucks take control of this game.
Absolutely, and they come in the more experienced in terms of game time today as they were on the ice this morning, so we'll see how that plays both in their favor now and later on if they get those tired legs as the puck is stolen away, and it is worked forward now by Jack Sadowski, and just offside on the far side, one of his teammates, so the faceoff will come outside the zone.
The BC Junior Canucks are a team that likes to dictate the pace of the play. They like to play at a fast level. They like to forecheck hard. And the Boston Junior Bruins are doing a good job right now of not letting them take over the pace of the play. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to fight fire with fire if you're the Boston Junior Bruins, as long as they can for this game anyway. Absolutely.
As Celebrini will bank that forward, and here's Mrsic out to Valiant. Valiant has Mrsic in the slot, tried to go back to him, and nice job blocking that defensively there by Will Skahan as he got his stick right down in front of that pass and was able to block it. Mrsic in the corner. He's got pressure all over his back from Cole Dixon. Mrsic comes out with it, wild pass out to Valiant, who will backhand it to Michaud. Over to Celebrini. Cycles that down in behind the net for Gavin. Gavin to Valiant in front for Mrsic, and Dixon again jumping in front of that pass. And it was poked away from Michaud, and a chance for Boston in transition. It's Skahan. Skahan moving in, shooting, scores! Will Skahan with an excellent individual effort works it all the way up ice and gives the Junior Bruins a 1-0 lead.
What a play. He had 3 guys busting to the net that he could have used, and maybe that distracted the goaltender, Jesse Sanche, a little bit, because it was a low shot underneath the stick, slipping through the pad and slipping through the 5-hole by Will Skahan. But he took that puck directly from his own end, fought off a couple of checks, was able to use his players as a decoy and put it away. And surprisingly for some, it's 1-0 Boston.
Absolutely, the momentum keeps going, and sometimes that's your best friend when you've been through as many games in as short a time as they have, and they get on the board here early, and now some first period adversity for the BC Junior Canucks as Skahan has made it 1-0. Cohen Massey, and BC tries to respond quickly here with that potent offense. Massey will be backtracked into his own defensive zone, however, with pressure all over his back. Excellent forechecking here in the early going by Boston, and it creates another turnover. Down low, Cole Yzerman looking in front, shot! Oh, that one just missed. Good chance for Jackson Delio on the doorstep. And, ooh, that was crazy. In behind the net there, falling down was Jesse Heslop trying to dump that out. Wetsch forward to Burgin. Burgin now comes in 1-on-2, tries to get through both, and it is quickly stolen away. Great defensive play there by Collery. In the other way, Sadowski with it on his stick, looking for somebody in front all the way around the net. Back to the line it comes to Owen Keefe. Keefe has pressure on his back, and it is popped free for a moment. Everybody trying to find it now, and it is banked forward where it is dumped into the zone there by Hiroki Gosjic, but not too far. Flipped up ice for Cook. Cook coming in on Celebrini, still has it. Cook! Nice job by McIsaac to swoop in at the last moment and knock it off his stick. McIsaac will backhand it forward for Lakovic, and it pops back out to the center ice area, but quickly scooped up by the Junior Bruins as flipping that one in there is Felicio. In the corner. It is backhanded up only as far as Felicio again, and he will send it right back over. Moving in is Cohen Miller. Miller for Teddy McCausland. Puck tied up under Kuramoto. And in the corner they've got it as Teddy Stiga. 2 Teddys on the team, McCausland and Stiga. Lakovic. And that is stolen away. A nice chance here in transition now for Dryden Kuramoto. Kuramoto's shot, and that is held on to. The first time Keegan Wilson has really been tested in this game, and he responds.
Yeah, Keegan Wilson standing up to make that save, knowing that Dryden Kuramoto didn't have a lot of options and could only shoot. Comes out to cut down the angle, takes it up in the glove and holds on for it. Nice job by the goaltender, who hasn't been very busy at all in this game.
No, he has not had to face this offense that he has probably heard so much about in the early going. It's been his team putting the pressure on BC. As the puck pops free, Malone has it at the line and will send it down for Gavin. Gavin working to the middle, and that goes off Mrsic's stick into the corner. Valiant for Mrsic, out front for Gavin, and that one is stolen away and will now be brought up ice by Cole Yzerman. Yzerman has Delio with him. Yzerman trying to get around Michaud, and nice job by Michaud to stand him up right at the blue line. Gavin forward for Valiant, and it is taken by Malone, who flips that in. Falling down was Gavin at the blue line, so nobody is down there to grab it. Will Skahan pushes it up only to the line, though, as Michaud will send it back in. That zone pressure continuing once again. BC excellent at containing the blue line and scooping it back down low for their forwards to battle. As it comes free for BC and pops out of play with 3:07 to go here in the first.
One thing that I've really been impressed in watching the BC Junior Canucks do is they don't panic at the blue line. You mentioned they dump it down low. They don't force the shots either. They don't force the shot through that's going to get blocked and go the other way for a breakaway. If the shot's not there, they just funnel it down into the corner and keep the play alive.
I was going to say they almost never shoot from the blue line. They're scooping that in almost every time. If they've got a shot, they'll take it. But you're right, they are all about setting up the possession down low, and it is really fun to watch. Especially one thing to watch for them offensively is their puck movement. When they're able to break you down, some very unbelievable goals in that game I did against Chicago as they just picked them apart with great cycle. Up ice now Cook with McIsaac on his back. Wetsch is able to take it away, and here comes Miles Burgin. It goes off his stick, and he'll have to go chase it. It is collected there by Dresser. Dresser will bank it around for Cook. And McIsaac's shot will go in on Dresser, collects it again. Heslop, and it will come back out to Macklin Celebrini. Dresser flips it forward, and Sadowski will now put the pressure on Sanche, but that was an icing call.
2:13 remaining in this first period. It is 1-0 for the Boston Junior Bruins, who have to be running on adrenaline right now. 4 games in 26 hours we talked about earlier, and one of those games they were down 3-0.
Yeah. No matter what age you are, that gets exhausting.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the puck flipped forward now by Felicio, and that one pops right in the air in front of us here. Stiga is able to go back and collect it, and he will pass it forward. Working up now is Cohen Miller, and it comes ahead here now to Teddy Stiga. Stiga, stick popped in the air for a moment. Lahey and Kuramoto have him tied up, and Hiroki Gosjic will push it forward, but it's stolen. Dangerous pass. Dresser's got it. Dresser's shot. That's a save by Sanche, and into the corner for Stiga. And that's going to be a tripping call upcoming to Stiga as he hauled down McIsaac. Looked like they both got tangled up, but the call does go against Boston. Yeah,
it's going to be a tripping call against Teddy Stiga, who heads off to the box begrudgingly for this one. And we'll see now. You mentioned the puck movement from the BC Junior Canucks. That's 5-on-5. Their puck movement is great. When you give them a little bit of extra room out there, it's really impressive. So looking forward to this power play opportunity for the boys in white.
Especially when you're able to see the blue line move in a little bit and create even more pressure. Their movement is pretty darn good, and for Boston, it'll be keep this out of the zone as much as possible, and they start that off well, dumping it down ice.
The Boston Junior Bruins penalty number 10.
Stiga gets the tripping penalty, and the puck is moved forward. Malone has it. Malone for Valiant. Valiant up ice to Mrsic. Mrsic getting wide around his man. Skahan into the middle for Valiant, and Valiant and Stiga and Mrsic ran into each other. It is collected by Mrsic, but he's got to wait for his guys to come back on side. That was Valiant and Gavin that collided, and that one gloved quickly by Keegan Wilson.
Yeah, the two Vancouver BC players got tangled up at the net. Mrsic was sitting there waiting. Basically, it was like a stick handling drill, waiting for him to be able to get the guys to clear the zone, and then he could go in. And it took away a pretty good scoring opportunity because some of the Boston players had already left the zone.
Absolutely, as their power play continues now, 1:19 to go on it. Mrsic flips that aside on the draw. It is collected by Keefe, and he backhands it up over top of the head of Celebrini and all the way back down the ice. McIsaac will have to go and get it. McIsaac pushes that up for Jordan Gavin. Gavin, dangerous pass. Gets to Heslop, though. And Heslop gains the line. He's got Mrsic on the far side. Stick check there by Keefe. Still has it. Heslop in behind the net now. Looking for a man in the slot. It'll come up to the point to McIsaac, who controls that bouncing puck. Celebrini cycles down low for past Heslop. And McIsaac will have to pinch now and sends it in behind for Gavin. Puck movement once in. Gavin to Mrsic scores! Tomas Mrsic ties it at 1 on a beautiful pass from Jordan Gavin.
And you can tell the BC fans here are loud and proud. That was a great play. Jordan Gavin got the goaltender moving the wrong way, realized that they had an empty corner, puts it out front, and Mrsic, sorry, that's what it is. Tomas Mrsic was the beneficiary in front, but Jordan Gavin, all the credit in the world to that play for getting the goaltender moving one way.
And that line has been clicking all tournament. Mrsic, Valiant, and Gavin, and that was right at the end of the period as we are tied 1-1 heading to the second, and exactly what the doctor ordered for BC on that power play as they equalize this game and really get their best offensive pressure of the entire period.
Oh, totally. That was, and we talked about that. We said once they get an extra man out there, watch out, and they were able to take advantage of it, and what a boost. The worst time to give up a goal is at the end of the period, because that, you know, not that you're going in and thinking about it here, but I guess it's a little bit easier because you don't have that intermission to sit there and dwell on it. But it's still never a good thing to give up a goal at the end of the period because the momentum for the other team is sky high.
What do you think the message is right now from Chris Masters to his team? Overall, outside of that penalty kill, a pretty good period for them considering the circumstances.
Yeah, I think the message is keep doing exactly what you guys did for the first 6 minutes of that period, and keep them on their heels and not let them dictate the play. Obviously, you've got to stay out of the box, and obviously you have to watch the puck movement in the BC zone. BC will try to make some risky passes in their own zone. That's another thing that you can watch for. A couple of times we saw Boston almost pick it off and head the other way.
Cycling it right through the middle, trying to get across their blue line rather than going to the side to try and get a drive up the middle. And we've had a couple of tip passes almost stolen as the pressure is put on by Wetsch, and he takes it right off of the stick of Felicio, and he'll send it down low. In behind the net, Miles Burgin. And Burgin took down the Boston defender. No call. Burgin and down low as well. There's Heslop. And it is pushed away by Boston. They send it up to center, but Malone has it. Quickly stolen back, though. Cook will flip that into the zone. Cook in for Kyle O'Leary. O'Leary on the backhand trying to work back in front, and Malone has it. Cook has him tied up. Pressure all over Cook, and he's able to contain it and moves it forward. Nice job there by Cook. He gets to Galanek. Galanek up for Dresser. Dresser down to the corner for Delio, and he pushes that along. And too far as it is stolen by Wetsch. Wetsch just over center and pops that into the zone. Felicio will bank that off the boards, and Massey kicks at it and scooped up by Galanek. Tied up now by Lakovic, who is at his feet. He's just trying to get out of there right now. And it is collected and brought up now, Hiroki Gosjic. Gosjic is knocked down by Dresser. That looked like it might have been a free hand, but no call, and out of play the puck goes.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been interference or some kind of body contact call, but the referee is going to probably let these guys play. That's the way I would like it.
Totally, yeah.
You don't have to call everything and drag down the game. If things start getting on the hand after the whistle, then you can start send both guys off, or warn each team that, hey, only one guy's going to go, so don't start any extracurricular stuff. But we haven't seen any of that here today.
Both teams pretty focused on the task at hand, and you probably get that with teams who haven't been here traditionally. Obviously new teams every year, but for these kids, they've probably been told by their coaches, you are in territory that hasn't really been approached by teams of the past. Enjoy the moment and enjoy playing for the prize, and especially for BC to be in the situation they're in as the only undefeated team all week.
Yep.
They're in uncharted territory for the past Canuck teams. As that one goes past McIsaac and he will have to go and chase. Pressure on him from Miller. Gosjic, Kuramoto on the backhand, and Kuramoto up for Lakovic shooting. That one was knocked down, I believe, and went to the corner. And it will be brought up ahead. That one goes in behind the skates. Dodging it there was Owen Keefe, and it kept in by Stiga. Stiga falls down, and Dryden Kuramoto will come the other way. Kuramoto able to get around his man there, Aidan Malone. Malone now stops by Lakovic, but lost his own footing, and it will be pushed ahead. Miller off to Stiga, and just they are offside. I was going to say that looked pretty close, and the puck will be moved ahead. Jordan Gavin with Mrsic. Gavin shooting, oh, and that one was very close to going in. It was knocked down by Wilson and did not miss by much, but a 3-on-2 the other way. Kyle O'Leary. O'Leary still with it, and a nice diving defensive effort there by Aidan Malone, and it'll be pushed ahead by BC. Gavin on the backhand. From the weak side coming across there was Valiant, and Mrsic is in there as well. Their top line is on the ice once again. Gavin and Valiant digging away at it as it's tied up in the corner, and it is worked free and taken by Boston, but only to the line. Malone back down low for Gavin. Valiant coming over to help, and he's able to free the puck up right at the side of the net. Shot, save, and it's blowing dead. But excellent job in tight quarters to work that puck free in front of Keegan Wilson.
Yeah, the BC Junior Canucks were just over 3 minutes into this period, and they certainly benefited from that late goal because they have a jump in their step that we didn't see earlier in the game, something that we're used to seeing. And here, they've had all the pressure in this second period.
And you can totally tell their forecheck, it's almost like a Jaws moment every time that somebody's tied up on the far boards, because the other guy swoops in behind and then just steals it off of him as Wetsch has it in the corner. Lots of puck support in the offensive zone for this BC team. Puck pushed forward by Felicio, and Heslop is able to grab it.
Good back check again from this team.
Absolutely, as Heslop is able to get right back into the zone. Dresser in behind the net, again the help, and he knocked down the help that time as Carson Wetsch falling, and as is on this time Aidan Malone ahead now for Galanic. Galanic in behind the net. It'll come right up to Keefe. Keefe's shot is knocked down in front, and Galanic almost tipped that one home. I thought it was a high stick, and it is now, but excellent effort.
Yeah, just got to get that shot a little bit lower in order, if you want your guy to tip it and not get called, you can't have those high risers. Obviously, you'd want the shot about 2 to 3 feet off the ice. Perfect tipping action. That one was just way too high.
Well, the problem is Galanic is probably the shortest player on the Boston team as well, so he is battling that, trying to tip that puck down. Keefe knocks it into the zone, and Macklin Celebrini will chase after it. Celebrini with pressure on his back, it's turned over, driving to the net, the shot, and that one is stopped, but a good effort there by Cohen Miller, and it will be sent ahead. Offside, and they touch up. Gosjic has it. Gosjic in for Kuramoto. Gosjic on the backhand, back for Kuramoto, and that went off the pad of the goaltender Wilson. And sent back down the ice with 7:29 to go here in the second. We're tied at 1. Macklin Celebrini over the line. Driving wide on Collery. His shot is collected by Wilson.
BC comes with so much speed when they cut across that blue line, and sometimes you can catch the defenseman a bit flat-footed. That's what Celebrini did that time. Was able to get around him and get a shot on net, but Keegan Wilson takes it right in the breadbasket, swallows it up, and doesn't give up a rebound.
And you can't with this team, as they will be right on the doorstep. Down low, it is moved by Chase Valiant. Valiant to Mrsic, his shot scores! Tomas Mrsic able to get that one by. It looked like a deflection, might have been knocked in by the defender, but Tomas Mrsic has his second goal of the game.
Second straight goal for Tomas Mrsic, as he didn't give up on the play. First shot is stopped. Second shot deflects off somebody and a post and in, and Tomas Mrsic We just talked about it. You can't give up rebounds, and Tomas Mrsic pounces on the rebound and gets his second straight goal.
Yeah, I believe that might have gone off of a junior Bruin defender's skate and back off the post and in, but Mrsic, the individual effort to charge in, and he's got 2 goals, the only 2 goals of the game for BC, and here he goes again. Mrsic off to the races, shooting off the bar. Mrsic almost had a hat trick. Malone down into the corner. Mrsic, and it is flipped forward. Malone sends it back down. Unassisted, the goal for Mrsic.
Almost a natural hat trick for the youngster.
Absolutely, as Cook will get in and send it down low. Michaud ahead. Mrsic, a great stretch pass for Gavin. If he can chase it down, Gavin's got Mrsic in front too. Gavin coming out of the corner, shooting, scores! Jordan Gavin, and the top line connects again.
Well, that's a broken play by the Boston Junior Bruins as they allow Jordan Gavin to get to that puck before anybody else. He had Tomas Mrsic in front. He's got the hot hand, but Jordan Gavin says, you know what? I got this one handled. I'll go top shelf. Right over the blocker. Beautiful shot, beautiful goal.
I think the BC defense thought Mrsic was going to ice it, and he only sent it in just over the blue line, and they were all the way pinched up, and Gavin was able to slide in behind, and all of a sudden, this offense comes out of nowhere. 2 quick goals, and it's 3-1. Puck moved up ice. Now again, another chance. Driving in. This chance in front for Wetsch. And the official falling down. It's tough for even the on-ice officials to keep up with this BC offense now as they're flying. That shot is blockered down by Sanche. In the corner, Celebrini works it forward and takes out Keefe in the process. And the puck works free, and another chance. Wetsch with numbers. He's got Heslop on the far side, but coming back defensively, and a good effort there by Keefe. But when BC gets going, man, do they swarm the puck and put that pressure on. They are at top notch right now. Heslop trying to get it by McCausland. Very dangerous pass, but he does bank it by him, and it goes forward for Lakovic. Scooped back. And now Boston trying to regain some composure here and straighten things out as they are still only down 2 goals, but they were 2 quick ones by the top line. Puck moved up. Hiroki Gosjic tries to knock it away from Miller. Pressure on there by BC, and again they force another turnover right at the mouth of their blue line. Gosjic, and that was knocked to center. Lahey slides across to his defense partner Cohen Massey, and he quickly cycles it up the other side, and away they go again. Hiroki Gosjic in front, and that one just goes by him. Lahey gets it around Miller, and Gosjic flips it into the corner, and he'll head off for a line change. Sadowski on the backhand will just send it all the way down ice, and that will be an icing call with 4:22 to go, and Boston suddenly finds themselves on their heels as BC has turned up the pressure.
Yeah, dumping it down, an unforced error by the Boston Junior Bruins. It's going to give this BC Junior Canuck team another opportunity. They've scored 3 straight goals, 2 from Mrsic, 1 from Gavin, and the 1 goal that Mrsic didn't score, he set up. Yeah,
Mrsic with 3 points today, and Gavin with 2. Chance in front is held on to by Wilson. Their top line doing the production today, but really, Dean, throughout the tournament, it's been the supporting cast that has gotten them to this point. And usually you're going to have a lot of success when you've got 3 lines clicking in this tournament.
Yeah, they really have. Dryden Kuramoto and Hiroki Gosjic, just a terrific combination.
As the puck has moved forward, Wetsch has put a lot of pressure on as well and scored a lot of goals early in the week. Honestly, looking at this roster, I've said every name at least 30 times in the 3 games I've done.
Yeah, they do have a dominant top line, but you're right. They don't rely on it all the time. Their top line, it reminds me a little bit of the London Knights. That top line was so good. The other lines were good. They just get overshadowed so much by that top line. But when the push came to shove and they needed those other lines to contribute, they did. And that's what we're seeing throughout this tournament from the BC Junior Canucks.
And exactly what you need through the week-long grind of this tournament is to have everyone contributing and all hands on deck. And they look very sharp in their second last game, no matter what happens in this tournament. But they want that championship, and they are very close to it with this effort here in the second period. Mrsic shooting, and that one just wide of the net. Malone chases it down, and Boston has had no semblance of an offense in the last 4 or 5 minutes now. Gavin tied up in the corner. Mrsic with it again in front. Here's a chance. Malone blocked down in front. Valiant is on his knees trying to play it, and it is collected now and flipped forward by Felicio. Here's a chance now. Boston gaining the line, and at least they're out. Felicio kicks it to his stick, and it's past Yzerman and right back with it. Here's Mrsic. Mrsic driving the net, and that was knocked away from him, and he almost steals it back and does free it up to Michaud. The defenseman pinching it into the corner. Wetsch in front shot!
What a save.
Burgin, and a good job by Wilson to get over, because that was a beautifully set up play. In the corner, Heslop, he falls down. Pressure now again from BC, and it is collected by Sadowski. And trying to get it out, but that's easier said than done. Knocked free by Heslop, and over to this side again. Wetsch in behind the net.
Boston looks really tired right now.
Yeah, those four games in 26 hours is looking very apparent now, and it's so tough to do with that type of schedule. They had to grind just to get into these playoffs, and then to do what they did this morning to keep their tournament alive. Their legs may be catching up to them, and offside is BC with 2:23 left in the second.
What a save by Keegan Wilson, or else it's 4-1 in this game. He goes post to post with the pad out on a bang-bang play by the BC Junior Canucks and kicks it out. Beautiful save, beautiful lateral movement.
When challenged, he has played relatively well and been able to come up with some big saves, and they have needed it, especially as BC has thrown on the pressure as this game has gone on. McIsaac back in his own zone to chase, and this might be the first time they've been in the BC zone in a while. Down low, Sadowski battling forward. In there, Teddy McCausland as well. McCausland trying to free it up, and it is quickly stolen back by Lakovic, but freed up by Stiga. Stiga chasing after McIsaac, and Stiga has it. Stiga over to McCausland, back to Stiga shooting! And a nice save there by Sanche, but he lost his goal stick. Sanche trying to pick it up. Keefe sends down low for McCausland. Stiga in behind the net. Stiga looking for a man. Stiga, pressure all over him, and now he's got it free to Keefe. Keefe at the line. Sends that towards the corner for McCausland. Keefe down low and in behind the net. Past Celebrini. Teddy Stiga. And that's stolen by Kuramoto. Kuramoto up ice, has Gosjic with him. Sticks that along. But McCausland is able to chip it back out. Sent down low. Collery will have to go get it as we near the 1 minute mark remaining here in this period.
Fast period.
It has been, certainly, especially considering the goals scored. It has gone by very quickly. Miller driving in, shoots, and Sanche is able to jump out with the pad, kick it to the corner. Mrsic will start up ice again to Gavin. As if they haven't been lethal all game, and they're in again, but just offside, I believe, was Valiant on the far side with 46.6 to go.
Well, Teddy Stiga, the two Teddys combined for a scoring chance for the Boston Junior Bruins. Stiga and McCausland, but Jesse Sanche had to make a nice save. He's been a guy who's been sitting there back there doing nothing for the last little while because the Boston Junior Bruins haven't been able to get the puck in. You mentioned it. It was the first time that they had the puck in deep in about 5 minutes.
Absolutely, and that's costly in any game, let alone a semifinal against the top offense in the entire tournament. Skahan pushes that up for Galanic. Let's see if they can get something here. 3-on-2. Galanic with Delio in front of him, but it's knocked off of his stick by Michaud. And BC's really good at that, Dean, just swiping it off stick, just sending it to the side. And
breaking up plays.
Yeah, exactly. And then having the battle, winning the battles on the side. Skahan sends that in and goes dangerously by the net. I thought Michaud was going to get a touch on it, which would have caused problems for the goaltender, Sanche. Valiant is tied up down low there by Sadowski, and that will do it for the second period of play, as it is a 3-1 lead for the BC Junior Canucks. And Dean, their offense really came through in that period, and it was a scary 4 or 5 minutes there when they got going.
Yeah, their top line of Mrsic, Gavin, and Valiant really pushed the pace in that period. They dominated for long, long stretches of that period. In fact, I thought it could have been, well, it could have been 4-1, 5-1, if not the play of Keegan Wilson in the Boston Junior Bruin goal.
I was going to say, if you're Boston, you're probably fortunate that it's only 2 goals. You haven't really done too much offensively recently, but the game is still within reach for the Bruins as they head into another third period.
Yeah, and a longer third period, so it gives them a little bit extra time. It's a 15-minute period in the third, so it's a little bit more of an opportunity for them to catch their breath. This, you know, we were talking earlier, I don't like how they flood in between the second period here, but this is something that the Boston Junior Bruins are really going to take advantage of, just getting a rest.
Yeah, and absolutely, and if you're Coach Chris Masters, you can say, hey guys, we did this morning. We were down 3-0 in the middle of the second period. We're able to rally all the way back and win 4-3. We've done this before. It'll be interesting to see if they can put that pressure on BC and how BC reacts, because they've never really been challenged in a third period in this entire tournament.
Yeah, BC is going to come out, and they're going to come out with the same kind of pressure. And you're exactly right. The Boston Junior Bruins are going to try and take a page out of this morning and try to complete the comeback in the third.
Well, we'll have the call of the third period for you after they flood the ice here at the West Edmonton Mall Ice Palace in semifinal A of the 2016 Brick Hockey Tournament. As we get set to go for the third period of play, welcome back here inside of the West Edmonton Mall Ice Palace semifinal A. Jordan Greenlee and Dean Millard here with you for it. And Dean, this game was started off by Boston. Skahan got a goal, and then it's been all BC ever since, with 3 straight all from their top line to lead 3-1.
Yeah, BC maybe had a slow start in this one, having some more time off than the Boston Junior Bruins. The Junior Bruins were playing on adrenaline, having played 4 games in less than 26 hours, but you can see the fatigue starting to set in a little bit. You certainly saw it in that second period.
We'll see if Boston comes out refreshed here and is able to get something going, because you do not want BC to score that next goal. Gavin tries to Mrsic in front, save, rebound in front, they bang at it, and Keegan Wilson, it's still loose. Now it's blown down, but Keegan Wilson made an incredible save on Mrsic, and then the puck is frozen in the crease, but BC almost did it right there.
Yeah, Mrsic looking for the hat-trick goal, and Keegan Wilson not only made 1 save, but also stopped the rebound as well with his pad. Beautiful reactionary save by the goaltender, and then a scramble in front. I was waiting for them to blow it, but they didn't.
Celebrini off the boards, and it comes out. Boston will poke it ahead. Delio by Valiant. Delio with Galanek. Delio up for Celebrini. Galanek had it knocked away for a moment, and it is kept in there by Yzerman. Yzerman shot up over top of the net. Galanek. Skahan. And it is poked up towards center. Galanek able to get it by Valiant for the moment. Mrsic follows up though, and it'll be collected by Macklin Celebrini. Celebrini for Valiant. Valiant will poke that forward, and Dixon will head in to chase it. Without a stick there, it is kicked forward by Hiroki Gosjic, and it will be brought ahead now and sent back out to center. Kuramoto able to get around 2 defenders and right back in. Dryden Kuramoto weaving, shooting, and just wide of the net. What a job there by him. Massey into the corner for Lakovic. Lakovic is on to Hiroki Gosjic. And back they come. Boston looking for something. McCausland ahead to Teddy Stiga. Stiga off to Miller. Miller will send that in. Rebound off of Sanche's pad. And there's a shot deflected off of Dresser's stick into the corner. Hiroki Gosjic up for Felicio. Felicio to Lakovic are tied up there. Miller has it for Boston, and it is kicked back out to center, where Felicio will send it back in. In there to get it for BC is Lahey. Gets around his man, will come the other side. Lahey, dangerous pass stolen by Sadowski. And now collected here by by Aidan Malone, Jesse Heslop, sorry. Heslop trying to find Malone, that one stolen. Felicio on the backhand. Looking for point support, but does not have anyone there as the defense went to change. Comes around to this side. Cycled back towards Sadowski, but it was stolen and sent back up ice. Keefe's going to have to hurry as he's got a sliding Kuramoto right on his back. Now it comes, a shot! It goes up and over top of the net.
Kudos to the ice crew here at West Edmonton Mall.
That puck stolen by Valiant right off the draw. He's got a breakaway. Valiant moving in, didn't have control of it, and that resulted in it being poked away at the last second there by Wilson. But Valiant able to get a nice break there. Puck is sent ahead and over the stick of Delio. Malone will head back to chase it up for Gavin. Gavin, Mrsic, and Valiant. The top line, and they've done it all day long here and all tournament long. That puck was stolen by Aidan Malone, and he sends up for Delio, but it is too far, and Michaud will head back to collect. Michaud swung it around, and Keefe was able to stop that, and Aidan Malone will have to go and get it. Not since 2007 has a team from Vancouver won this tournament, and the BC Junior Canucks trying to do that here in this one as Mrsic rips that shot off the pad of Wilson out of play.
What a rocket of a slap shot that was. And Keegan Wilson did a great job to get a piece of it and deflect it up into the trees at West Edmonton Mall.
Mrsic was loaded up from just inside the blue line and fired that one right off the top of the pad. Face-off is to the right of the goaltender Wilson. Celebrini at the point. His shot is deflected and bouncing around in front. Kuramoto trying to track it down and has it. Dryden Kuramoto looking to work it free now, and Hiroki Gosjic in there for support for him. Gosjic and Kuramoto falling down, pinching there is McIsaac. And Cohen Miller comes away with it. Miller to McCausland. McCausland will send that down low. McIsaac there to grab it. McIsaac up for Gosjic. McIsaac bats that down, and that should be an icing call with 10:19 to go here in the third.
Early in this third period, the BC Junior Canucks have basically picked up where they left off. A couple of Boston Junior Bruin chances, but they haven't really hit the net. They're going to have to get pucks on net in order to get some momentum generated. Even if you don't score, just generate some chances and force the goaltender to make a save.
Totally, and lots of time left to do that, but it's got to start at some point, especially the way that BC can counteract as they've done here again. Gavin, Mrsic in the slot. Gavin in the corner. Gavin drops it back down low for Mrsic. Mrsic with Dresser on him, comes away with it. Mrsic in behind the net. Mrsic up for Michaud. Michaud's shot goes wide of Gavin, and Celebrini will pinch it back down into the corner. It is stolen away by Dresser, but only to Michaud, who sends it right back. Brought ahead now by Cohen Miller. Miller off to Keefe. His shot, Sanche. Save, and the rebound squirted free to the corner, but that one at least on net.
Yep.
Celebrini brings it forward. Celebrini, and it is chased down there by Cole Yzerman. Yzerman had it knocked off his stick. Wetsch. In to get it is Aidan Malone. Yzerman. Malone, and it will be moved ahead past Delio. It is scooped up there by Aidan Malone, and Malone up ahead trying to find Burgin just ahead of him. And Keefe will bring it the other way. Keefe lost track of the puck. Delio, nice job following it up, and Delio back kicks it forward, and offside is Boston at the blue line.
Well, the Junior Bruins finally get a shot on net, and Jesse Sanche forced to make the stop. He didn't know where it was for a quick second, but that's the kind of offense and offensive attack that you need if you're Boston, if you want to try and, you know, what it does is it keeps BC from having the puck, and that's one of the biggest things that you have to do against this team.
In the corner it goes. Sent up towards the blue line, past Gahan. And Dixon will send it forward for Miller. Cohen Miller with McCausland in the slot. Miller around the net. Miller trying to throw it in front, and it was knocked down by BC. And the support there for the Junior Bruins just too far away, as the defense does a good job of swarming and knocking it away, and no outlets directly close to the puck. In the corner, they tried to find Heslop, rebound, and he's at the side of the net. Now he's in behind. Heslop up for Celebrini at the point. Back for Heslop. Heslop works it to Lakovic. Lakovic down low. And in front, it is stolen by Boston. Let's see if they can get something going here in transition. Sent forward by Teddy Stiga. Stiga right on the heels of McIsaac and falling down behind the net. It is cycled to the point. Dresser keeps it in. Dresser loads up. That one is deflected into the corner. McIsaac pushes that right back up, and it is squeezed out to center. Keefe and Felicio trying to chip it forward. Dangerously close to touching a player coming off, and that would be too many men. As dancing over the puck to get out there was the Boston player getting off the ice. Felicio. Over to McCausland. Teddy McCausland to Cook. Cook trying to get by McIsaac, and does, but it is quickly poked right back away by Hiroki Gosjic and sent ahead. And not icing. Cook. Tied up by Valiant. BC trying to get that 4-1 goal, and here's a chance. Gavin on the backhand. Gavin with Mrsic in front and just couldn't poke it back, as jumping in there was Kyle O'Leary, or Mrsic was all alone. And the other way they come. Sadowski rims that around to the other side, but no one is there for Boston, so Valiant is able to easily grab it, and it's pushed forward, and here's Mrsic. Mrsic getting by Keefe. Mrsic coming in, shooting, saved by Wilson, scores! Tomas Mrsic with the hat trick, and it's 4-1 BC.
Well, such quick puck movement out of BC's own end. Two quick passes, and Mrsic had it into the neutral zone, had a step on Owen Keefe, and then gets his own rebound and buries it past Keegan Wilson. Tomas Mrsic has been a showstopper here today with a hat trick.
4-1, Tomas Mrsic. 3 goals, 4 points overall with the assist on the other one. And BC up 4-1 now. Delio chipped that over, stolen by Lahey. Yzerman on the far side. Yzerman across, scores! Galanic was able to sit in the slot area, and Yzerman got the deflection off of the goaltender Sanche, and sitting right there was Galanic, who gets a goal to make it 4-2 and give them a chance to come back in this one.
I gotta apologize, I was too busy writing down the other goal, and I didn't even get a chance to see that. But what it does for this Boston Junior Bruin team is give them life with just under 6 minutes to go. They did come back earlier today. They know they can do it.
And let's see if they can keep going now. Galanic was right place, right time, able to knock in that rebound off the shot by Yzerman. And just like that, it is 4-2, and Boston not dead yet. McIsaac at the point. Into the corner goes past Kuramoto. McIsaac. Kuramoto. Kuramoto falling down, and Skahan. Off to Delio. Lakovic. And poked free, not out though. And into the corner. Backhanded to the line. Celebrini moving in. Macklin Celebrini at the side of the net. Gosjic shooting, and that was blocked. And in the corner, Skahan going to play it. Falling down, it comes to McIsaac. McIsaac's shot is deflected by Lakovic. Dryden Kuramoto to Gosjic, saved by the goaltender, and in front, Wilson is down, and it is unable to get out by Boston again. McIsaac and Gosjic, and Boston is gassed. Skahan just trying to get it out, and finally will do so. And that will go right down for an icing call with 4:28. Yeah,
that was a generous icing call.
Yeah, and it was close to the net too. Sanche was waiting for it to go, but absolutely 4-2 now. 4:28 to go. And the challenge now is, Dean, Boston, who hasn't had much offensive pressure, needs 2 goals in not a lot of time.
Yeah, they need to get the first one first to believe that they can complete the comeback, but they got to get the puck out of their own end, which they just did.
And here we go, McCausland with a man on the far side. McCausland trying to find Miller. It was knocked off of his stick, and there's Teddy Stiga. And it goes back over the head of Dresser, and Mrsic is going to chase after another one. Mrsic has it, shoots, scores! Tomas Mrsic, 5 points, 4 goals, and what an incredible effort there.
Fighting off 2 defenders.
Wow.
And then lifting the backhand right into the top part of the corner, right where the bar meets the post. What an unbelievable goal.
Lost control of his stick, regains it, pops it over the goalie, and Tomas Mrsic with an incredible individual effort in this entire game. He has been a part of every goal his team has scored, and BC ahead 5-2 now.
That's highlight of the night material.
That's unreal. That's
put that in the 1v1.
Yeah, that is the best goal that I have seen in this tournament. An incredible individual effort by the guy who's done it all.
The assist number 7, Charlie Michaud. Time of that goal, 4 minutes, 8 seconds.
He won't be going to the water park tonight. He'll probably go to bed at 6 to get ready for the final tomorrow.
Unbelievable.
And Celebrini falls down. Another chance for Boston. Galanic on the backhand. Galanic working to the front. Shot, oh, just wide. They almost made it 5-3.
Boston Junior Bruins penalty to number 4,
Celebrini, Gavin, nice job getting around his man. McIsaac shooting, and that one goes wide. Valiant tried to get a deflection. Skahan, body contact penalty went to Boston there in the whistle. There's a chance in behind. So 1:28 to go on the power play now for BC. Up 5-2, looking to seal this one. 3-on-1, Gavin, Mrsic, Valiant. Gavin tried to find Valiant, and it goes off his stick to the corner.
All the goals they score, and that top line gets a 3-on-1, and they don't get a shot out of it.
Yeah, exactly. They can get the tough ones when Mrsic is stick held and grabbing it at the last second to score, but the 3-on-1 doesn't go. 5-2, sent down the ice off the hand of Celebrini. Inside of 3 minutes to go now. And BC appear well on their way to the championship game tomorrow. And the puck is sent back out to center and scooped up here now by Wetsch. Wetsch has Heslop with him. Heslop in front and able to get a stick on that. It goes to the corner. Punched ahead and back down into the corner. Michaud will chase after it. Burgin sends that forward, too far for Wetsch. But Wetsch is able to grab it off the stick of Dixon, throws to the front, and that one kicked away by Keegan Wilson. Michaud for Heslop. Michaud's shot is deflected in front, loose, and it will be collected and brought ahead. That's going to be a slashing penalty as Sadowski's stick popped right out of his hands. And we will be 4-on-4 for 8 seconds with 2:07 to go.
Yeah, Carson Wetsch, the guilty party there. Just on the back check trying to get at the puck, but slashed the stick and came right out of the hands. Didn't break, but came out of the hands. And we'll see if this gives the Boston Junior Bruins the opportunity they need. 8 seconds, they'll get a power play with exactly 2 minutes and 1 second remaining in the game. So they've got to score early here.
Yeah, need a quick goal for sure to put any sort of pressure on and think about pulling your goaltender. Sadowski brings it in. Sadowski, nice toe drag to get into the corner. Threw that off the side of the net. Sanche doesn't know where it is. Sadowski has it again. Sadowski up for Skahan. Skahan, and the goaltender will come now. They'll go 6-on-4, and oh no, it'll be sent down the ice. And wide of the empty net, having to hurry back and chase it though, as they're even strength. Kuramoto.
Oh, and he blocked it.
Yeah, nice job there. Skahan was able to get in front of it. 6-on-4, and BC almost beat them to the puck there to shoot it. Here's another chance. Michaud will get around the defender. He'll have a look at the empty net, and that is blocked down. Boston's got to go quickly. Cook deflects it in. Malone races back to get it. Malone around Cook, and he'll just wire it back to the blue line. O'Leary collects, sends it down low. Stiga, and that was knocked away from Malone in the slot area. Sadowski
Last minute of play in the third period.
tied up. Stiga looking over for Yzerman. Yzerman stops up. He'll shoot. Wow, what a riser over the net there. And in behind the net, you certainly had to be careful on that one. Down low, Stiga. Tied up, Gosjic, and he will backhand that back outside the blue line. Here's Cook as Kuramoto will steal it, and Kuramoto will send it down, and it hit a glove towards the empty net. So Cook will head back to get it with 20 seconds to go. You cannot knock the effort of Boston in this one, as it has certainly been a very tough 26 hours that they've had to go through to get to this point, and certainly brought the effort here in this game. But in the end, they ran into the hottest team all week long, and BC brought the offense when they needed to, and are going to come away with this victory and punch their ticket to the championship game tomorrow, trying to become the first BC team to win it since 2007. Puck will be sent down low and behind the goaltender, who's back in the net, and you can hear the BC fans getting their guys going as they will head to the championship game. 5-2 winners over the Boston Junior Bruins in semifinal A, and they mob Sanche.
Well, full marks to the BC Junior Canucks for a victory today. It didn't start the way they wanted, with Skahan scoring early for Boston, and you knew Boston was going to have to come out and try to get an early jump in this one with the fatigue you knew that would set in later on, and it did. Vancouver scoring 4 straight goals before Boston responded, and then they have the final one. But this is going to be a BC Junior Canucks team that's going to be really tough to beat in the final.
Absolutely. Their offensive ability coupled with how well they're able to contain you in the offensive zone is going to be a tough match for either team in our second semifinal, which, a reminder, is coming up between Team Minnesota and the Toronto Bulldogs. But the way they've played all week, and they haven't lost a game yet, Dean, makes them a very tough opponent looking tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, confidence is at an all-time high for this club. 7-0 in the tournament. 2 goals they give up today is the most that they've given up in any game.
Tied with the game against Toronto.
That's
but yeah,
right, yeah, they had a shutout in one of them. So they haven't given up more than 2 goals in a game, and they score 4 to 5 goals every game. It's going to be a really tough team to beat in the final.
Absolutely, as we will have the call of the next game upcoming between Team Minnesota and the Toronto Bulldogs after they flood the ice here at the Ice Palace.
The third star from the Boston Junior Bruins, number 7, Will Skahan. The second star, with the game-winning goal and 2 assists, number 13, Gavin. The first star from the BC Junior Canucks, 4 goals, 1 assist, number 19, Tomas Mrsic. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen.